Hello everyone. So we are at Road Atlanta this week. A little bit late with the race and the lap guide this week. However, I have some big repairs going on in my apartment building and it was my time to get the windows changed. So it's been a bit messy and annoying here and they are still not completely finished. So a couple of next weeks are still gonna be a little bit messy as well. I did manage to finally get the race in and this time I did cause an accident. I've sent my sorries to Paul Wilson and hope he's gonna be fine with it. But sometimes these kind of things happen and it's just how it is. So let's jump into the race. Right, starting P11 in this field. I think it's 15 cars on the track. Some people either got the 1x or chose not to qualify. There is a very fast guy in the lead, so winning is most likely not going to happen. Can take it easy through this field here. The leader saying sorry to somebody, maybe some damage. Hope is in the air. Looks like everyone's still pretty much in the draft. Looks like a little bit of a gap there between some cars. A few spots ahead. Sorry. Oh, what happened there? Hope I'm not damaged. We just slowed very unexpectedly much there. Okay, 1.8. They're spreading out a little bit. So far feels like no damage. Let's see how the pace will be. I think there still might be some damage. I'm not really closing in too much on this guy ahead. I'm on 36.5. I don't know. I'm catching the guy ahead, but Daniel and Hiroshi ahead definitely are the kind of guys that I should be able to catch as well. So almost in the draft now. Like he just decides to get out of the way. Looks like I have the pace back. Maybe the car is healing itself. Almost in the draft of those two guys now. Looks like they're working together. Just on the edge with the one next there. Looks like a lot of people are braking a little bit earlier here than I am. Not sure who I hit there before, but I think it was somebody called Paul, maybe. I'll have to have a look later. don't want the 3 wide here really. Okay, so I got them both, but not the fastest way through that corner. So Diego Tomas Pereira is leading this group and he's one of the fastest guys in the skippies, so not likely to catch those guys. The car actually feels good now, so I guess I don't really have any damage. It felt a bit odd in the beginning, and it was a pretty heavy shunt. Missed that apex a little bit. Hiroshi is almost outside of the draft, and yeah, I think he will be, because I will drag Daniel with me and he will lose the draft on this straight. I wonder if the guys ahead are working together or they're doing some funky fighting there. The gap on the line on the previous lap was 4.8 basically. Pretty much the same. I closed in on a couple of thousandths of a second, but basically the same. Yeah, 1x. It's fine to take a couple of those in this race. Daniel can barely keep up with me. So let's do our best to be as close as possible by the time the final laps of fighting will be happening. Then maybe there is a chance. Curry 5.4, not too bad. Let's see if I can get a clean one like that. Going into fourth a little early there is a little bit dangerous. 4.3. Closing in a little bit on the previous lap, but I think Diego wasn't the leader on the previous lap, so that's why. Looks like he has a little bit of a gap and he's dragging them along on this lap, so if they let him lead, then I'm not gonna catch up. However, if they think they have the pace to help along with the pace, then I think they are wrong and they will slow Diego down. It looks like it's a clean lap. not as fast as the previous one. Still some time to hunt the 35-4 clean. Looks like I managed to lose Daniel from my draft at least, so no distractions. Good gap, 4.182. It's closed in a little bit again, but not enough. Pretty nice clean lap so far. Looks like they are looking to make some passes again. That's good for me. There we go, 35.4 flat. .8 actually took quite a bit of time from them, the previous lap. Wow, really great entry here, and not really losing time on the exit, so I guess you can be a lot more aggressive on the entry into that corner. I think I gained over a tenth and I'm actually gaining still on the straight, so that's really great. Still 4 laps to go, and they are doing some swapping of places there, I think. They're definitely looking like they're bugging Diego a little bit. They're not letting him drive completely carefree, because he seems to be taking those defensive lines or something. And the gap is down by a lot. This lap, I think, yep, half a second. Oh, not the best way to take this corner. But still on pace with the fastest lap. Quite a messy lap, but still on pace. So looks like Diego is having a more clean lap this time and has a little bit of a gap there. Irvin and Evan doing a bit of swapping there. I hope they're gonna go 3 wide into this corner now. That would really help me out. Wow, looks like they're actually fighting. That is very, very helpful for me. Oh, Irvin got a good toe on the straight. It has a bit of a gap to them, so they can catch up now. 3.3, and I didn't even close in that much. So yeah, I think I'm gonna be late to the party, but if they get really crazy with each other in the last 2 laps, then I might still have a chance to pick up a few places maybe. Took the 1x, six of them already so far. Well, actually one of them was a car contact 4x, so only 2 1x's. Diego Tomas in the lead again, making the pace. Chance for a faster lap now. Previous lap was a little bit slower. Been almost within a tenth for many laps now actually, so not too bad. Not the best entry here. Let's see, maybe I can hang on. Yeah, a little bit faster lap, but not the cleanest chicane. Irvin is in the lead. Diego is definitely gonna be hungry for this win. Have to try and stay as close as possible now for a chance. If anyone goes for a half spin or something in that final chicane, and there's a chance to pick up a place or two. Now let's see what happens here. There we go, there's a chance. And there we go. Exactly as planned. We got Evan and P3. So P3 in this race, starting from P11, and sent my sorries to Paul Wilson already, and let's see what I did there. So yeah, I break pretty late into this corner always, and I don't know, I kind of expected Paul to maintain a little bit more speed and not be as on the outside here. So this is where I find out that basically I'm braking way too late compared to him, and now because also he's so outside and I expect him to be there next to the guy on the right, then I just have nothing to do anymore, and unfortunately I ruined his race, and it's a pretty big shunt. However, my car felt fine and I was able to continue. But let's jump into the fastest lap now then. So the final lap of the race was actually the fastest lap of the race, even though some of the earlier laps felt a little bit cleaner. However, the lower fuel loads and tires being at their optimum gave a little bit of a faster time. So let's see. So into the first corner, you go as wide as possible. Obviously, you don't really want to go over this grass, but you want to get as close to it as possible. So smooth braking, not really very much braking applied at all. Just control the throttle, just lose some speed and try to remain smooth. This corner also not gonna be braking really hard and very late, but this line is about the brake marker, pretty much exactly on the line. And just brake smooth, just get the rotation in and try to get a good exit, because even though there are corners following up this corner, it's basically a straight, so you're going to want to have a good exit. Once again, another corner where you don't want to brake hard and very late. Just try to get... I use this curb on the right and I use this curb on the left. However, it unsettles the car, so you have to be pretty careful. So that's why you don't want to brake very hard. You'd rather just slow down the car smoothly, try to get the turn in, and yeah. Also, as soon as you come off this curb here, the car is very unsettled, so this is where you have to be very careful and really be very, very smooth with your inputs. Can go pretty wide here, the 1x is pretty far, so no worries with that. So this one, a cambered corner, so you can basically go into this one faster than you think. So I'm braking pretty late compared to a lot of other drivers, as you saw from the accident as well. I guess that's why it happened, because I'm used to braking a lot later here than maybe other people. A little bit harder braking here this time, and the braking point is yeah, pretty much in the middle of those lines, or like a little bit after the first one. And this one, obviously, it's going on to the longest straight on this track, so you're going to want to get the good exit. There really isn't a brake marker for me here. It's basically by the feel. I just exit this previous corner and then it's like I count some time in my head subconsciously, and then I know when I have to brake. There is really no brake marker for me here. You can cut this curb a little bit, however, if you cut it too much, you will get a little bit jumpy and it's gonna ruin your exit. So just if you do get on the curb, be off the throttle a little bit more while you're doing it, because then you won't get so slidey. Let's just get through this straight a little bit faster here. So the final chicane. The brake marker is pretty nice here. This 100 meter mark plus this line here. So yeah, it feels like a brake before this line, but actually seems like the brake comes on even after the line a little bit. And yeah, the optimum way would be to kind of brake in a way that you move towards this right side here, so that you get as wide entry as possible. However, if you clip this part of the grass here, that's gonna get messy. So do it really if you're a pretty fast driver already, because it's not that much time to gain from here. And yeah, so I'm not taking that much curb here on this lap, but you can do a little bit of a wide entry here so that you get a better exit. So always cut this one as much as possible. However, there is a 1x here at some point, and you just have to go by feel. Looks like you can actually, I think that was definitely a clean lap, so I guess as soon as this tire comes over to the inside of this white line, I guess it will be a 1x, so that was a really close one on this lap. And also, you're going onto a really, really long straight here, basically, so very important to get this corner in a way that you get the great exit into the next one. So see, I'm staying very much on the left here as soon as I exit, and now trying to stay on the throttle throughout all this corner. And here is when I get that P3, because he went wide from that corner. And a little tip here for qualifying: if you're going into your qualifying lap, then go all the way to the left, be as smooth as possible through here, and carry as much speed as possible onto this straight. This could give you like almost a 10th already in the first straight if you do it that way. Plus, when you're coming off of your lap, Just go just from somewhere in the middle here and try to make this corner as smooth as possible still, but you can still gain some time here by going, yeah, pretty much this line, which I'm doing right now, and the exit is pretty smooth here. However, if you're going onto a fast lap, you're gonna lose time compared to the wide line here. So that was a 1:35.359, and have a good time this week.